It screwed me up. Well, I got voted out every time. Okay? So the herd mentality would be like, sometimes in families, it's not even like they're using critical thinking and like thinking like, how would that feel? Or like being empathetic, or like just even thinking about the whole thing at all. Like, they're just like, oh, whatever the family's, whatever the head of the family, which would be my grandmother, whatever they think, it goes. And then everybody else in the family just sort of falls into line, like, yeah, whatever, they're, yeah, they just make, basically they make like one person, or like if it's a married couple, I mean, my grandfather already passed away at this point, like, oh, whatever the parents say, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, they don't even like consider your request or your complaint. It's like already pre-decided. It's like age related, or hierarchy, or whoever has the most money. Like, it's not even up for it's not even up, not even discussion. It's not even up for like thinking. Like, nobody's even gonna like run it through their brain and be like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like, why are we taking an underage child somewhere where they've, was like, the police came and there was like, evidential child abuse. Like, does this sound like a good idea? But like, nobody's even thinking that far, right? They're just like, oh, whatever so-and-so says, that's it. We all agree, the end. You're not 18 yet, so you don't get a say. And like, that's what a lot of people have to deal with, like when they try to like make changes in their families or voice concerns, like, hello, like dad or mom is like a raging drug addict / alcoholic. Like, are we supposed to live like this every day? And it's like, or domestic violence, it's like just not up for, that's the old cliche. Like, if you're under a certain age, it's like you don't matter. But it's like, a lot of time, here's the thing that gets me, is most of the time, whatever said abuse or neglect is happening, it's happening to the weakest, the youngest, the smallest. I bet you. But yet they don't have a vote. So that's what I had a problem with. But I mean, weakness isn't a crazy thing. Like when my mom, when I was like 5, I mean, I was like literally petrified. Like, if I heard her voice, or I heard her steps, or I could hear her talking voices, or smell the cigarettes she smoked, like, I was completely like transported back to whatever she did to me. And I couldn't even like function. I couldn't function. I remember once I was like, yeah, I was 5. I was laying upstairs in my grandmother's bed, and like, I woke up, and I guess everyone was downstairs, and I looked in the window. It was like, I don't know, dusk or something, and like dinner time, and the sun was setting, and I was convinced I saw like a witch, an apparition, something dark, like an entity or something, like a demon. I don't know. It looked like a witch to me in the window, but I was convinced it was my mother because I was fucking terrified of her. Terrified. And I got like sleep paralysis. Like, I couldn't, it's like where your whole body is like paralyzed and you can't even like move your face hardly. And like, I just froze. Like, I couldn't even, and I just kept like sort of loud whispering my grandmother's name, my uncle and stuff. But they were all downstairs. I could hear them laughing and talking. And it was like nobody could hear me. But so like, I think we did have a family curse, because that kind of thing happened a lot. mean, when I was a little kid, I had all kinds of weird, like, demonic situations with my mom, like, because she really was. She was like a wild animal. She was like the most frightening thing and the strongest. She had like supernatural strength. She was like so powerful. But then what's crazy is then when she was an old lady in a nursing home, it was like she's in a wheelchair. She had like brain aneurysm, and it's like she was so weak. And you know, it was just like suddenly I was like the strong person. I mean, it's just weird how life is. So it's like, I think there's a lot of elder abuse, and I think that is, you know, there's nothing those people can do. You know, it's their grown-ass children who are like gigantic compared to them. Like, no one's gonna have a family meeting about that. I mean, and now that they're older and, you know, like can't defend themselves and need medical care, like they're screwed. So it's like, these are all the kinds of situations that, I mean, there's just a lot of helpless people all over the place succumbing to like actually terrible acts. And I know because I did social work and I did jail library, and I've done a lot of other facilities, like a psychiatric hospital for children, methadone clinic. I mean, like, I've basically heard it all. And the things that people allow in families, it's like the most disturbing information. Like, it's ungodly, like what people do to each other. It's unbelievable. So I'm gonna leave it at that happy note, and I'll do a separate video on personality disorders. I was gonna do cluster B, which is basically like all your different, like, borderline personality disorder, histrionic. I've done one before on like, and like antisocial personality, like all those kinds of, like, paranoid, schizoid. And I've done one before on sociopaths and psychopaths. And I kind of wanted to do one on malevolent evil. All right. Well, the psychology of evil. All right. We're done.